Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the reactor. I'm Emmanuel Sakala and in the studio is Mr. Manaka Debock. Say what's up to the audience.
Hey guys, how you all doing? We're going to be talking about the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Right. We're going to be talking about behind the act. We're going to be talking about the mortuary which is offering services. You know the mortuary? Yes.
Like mortuary offering what services?
Services. We're going to watch, it's going to be interesting. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about Tyler Perry's new series, Beauty in Black. It's Beauty in Black, yes. Beauty in Black. It's a new Netflix series. It's doing the rounds. People are going crazy about it. Have you heard about it?
Nah.
You haven't? Alright, so yeah, that's what we got. So we're going to jump right into it. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Did you watch the fight? Did you hear about the fight? Did you hear the results? What's your thoughts?
I heard about the fight ever since they have been advertising it. I've always wanted it to be a scripted thing. I hope it was. But I didn't like the outcome anyways because I didn't like the old man being defeated. But I didn't get the point. Why that young man wanted to fight an old Bali doesn't even make sense. It doesn't prove anything. That guy is double his age. And you don't say I'm a boxer, I beat a champion, and you're beating someone who's like your father's age. Okay. So I was quite disappointed with that match. I was hoping that the script was going to give us a happy ending. Hopefully, at least later on matches on a win out. And well, it's not realistic, but at least we're happy.
Alright, so you think it was scripted?
That's what I think, yeah. You know, people are just out there to make money,
Okay.
I think Netflix realized that they could make money, so they just scripted that whole thing.
Yes, definitely, because do you know how much these guys got paid for the fight though?
I heard Mike Tyson is estimated to have won about 20 million, but it's an estimate. And Jake Paul probably 40 something.
Yes, 40 million. So yeah, I think even if it was scripted, it would have been scripted in that direction because almost everyone is rooting for Mike Tyson. Yeah, so even if you're going to be placing sports bets, you're going to be betting for Mike Tyson to win and Jake Paul to lose. So having those odds actually makes them have more money. So
it was quite an interesting thing, but I was disappointed. I didn't like it because it's an old ballet, bro. You know, all I was thinking every time I would see that, I would think of my father. Because imagine my father is broke to a point where he says, I'm going back, not the rush, PPP. And then you imagine, because people know that's what I could see with that guy. Exercise, Mike is the biggest neck and all that nose, but he's old. Did you see the legs?
Yeah, I saw the legs.
He's old, right? And he was putting on a little patties.
I don't know why he had to do that. That was weird. But no, I actually got wind of the fight when I first saw the pre-match highlights. You know, when they meet and then they talk trash and whatnot. I saw the pre-match highlight where Mike Tyson slaps him.
I saw that too, yeah. The slap was pretty weak. That was like a pretty weak slap.
No, you could really see the scripted part of it. It was really there.
Yeah. So
kind of
yeah, of course.
Because it was how many minutes just to get 20 mil?
Yeah, of course.
Also including the training and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you're not talking about boxers coming out of retirement. It's this. Let's say this one is a little bit scripted, but actual boxers coming back and winning a world heavyweight champion. There's George Foreman. He came back when he retired. Funny story about George Foreman. He actually retired. I think he retired after Ali beat him. It was Muhammad Ali, if I'm not mistaken. Then he retired. Then he became a preacher.
Okay.
Opened a church. Started selling those, you know, the grills.
The grills?
The George Foreman grill.
You mean like a grill?
Yes. He was one of the first people to sell that thing. We now know it as a grill but he was the first people to do a partnership deal. Yeah. So I actually retired, opened a church, stopped boxing, denounced the lifestyle. Then after 10 years, he came back when he was 45 and actually won.
Yeah, 45 is workable. Because you see
45 is workable, bro. How old are you right now?
No. 45 works because look at the likes of Dwayne Johnson. Look at the likes of the people like Mayweather. Those guys are in the 40s and they're still fit.
Look at it like this: you coming in and you're winning the world heavyweight boxing champion against a youngster.
Yeah, 45. I actually think around 45 is still alright. You're not at your prime, but I think you're still alright. 50, 58.
That's 60.
They relax, chill. Because if you see a 45-year-old right now, if they are just a fit person, I don't know, sure. Regardless whether you are 27, 22, I don't care. Because around there, I think you're still alright. And experience, I think around there it actually works. As you get older now, experience, yes, it works, but then your body now doesn't really work with you exactly. You know you're supposed to dunk, but then the body doesn't want to dunk.
It lags. Yeah, so Mike Tyson, Jack Paul, yeah, interesting fight. Interesting. But Mfana, if you look at him like this, Mfana is actually an opportunist.
Yeah, of course.
He came from Disney. Is it Disney? It was YouTube. No, he came from YouTube. From YouTube went on to Disney. Then from Disney went back to YouTube. Then now Netflix. So Mfana Ruchaka.
Yeah, of course I'm talking about it. But they go Africa, Zimbabwe, Mfana Yafana Rutanda Bozo.
Someone probably watching happen is how old is Uche? Probably someone should challenge Uche, but he's around our age, right? It's not that old.
Yeah, I don't think it's old.
Who is an old boxer in Zimbabwe?
I don't know boxing in Zimbabwe, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't follow boxing. This we just follow
because they pushed it to us.
Yeah. But like the Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. I know.
Oh yeah, that fight. Yeah. So interesting fight, guys. Tell us what you think in the comments. Was it staged? Is it real? If you're in Zimbabwe, who knows? Anyway, next story. The next story is the mortuary one. I'll tell you about the mortuary.
Yes, what's happening with the mortuary?
This
what
one
are you talking about?
This one you need to watch it.
Okay.
Let me go to my.
I'm gonna leave my glasses.
You left your glasses.
I'll try to.
You try and watch it. Alright, so I actually saw this. Actually, someone told me about this, I think like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was Esther actually told me about this 2-3 weeks ago. And it was so funny to her, but to me, I didn't understand it and I never bothered to check. Then I saw it on the Comic Awards, October Comic Awards, Comic Passes, Comic Awards. Yeah. I still, yeah. Okay, it's a topic for another day. So anyway, I saw the thing. I was like, oh, I remember this, and I actually now found the humor in it. I don't know how you're going to see it.
Let's see what these guys are offering.
Waneta nekurarama here mudikani wangu. Waneta nekutambura here pasi pezuva. Kana waneta nekurarama ifa uye kuno zorora mugari mochari dzinowanika kumasvingo. Ifa ihama dzadiwa. Kuno kumochari kwandinoshanda tinobata makasitoma zvakanaka zvine udzamu. Tinokuchengetedzera mushelf mukasiketi makanaka. Ende unotonhorera zvekuti unochiviwa kana nevapenyu vanoti dai vari iwe. Ifa ihama vadikani. Chero ukanzwa nzara usadya, mirira ufe. Uye kuno kuzorora mugari mochari kwatinobata makasitoma zvakanaka. Kwatinobata zvituna zvakanaka. Uya kuno kuzorora mugari mocharizi. Ifa hama mudikani. Ifa kana ukaona usina chinokuuraya. Uya kuno utenge tambo dzakasika.
I'm not sure if it's real or
I think it's a skit.
You think it's a skit?
Yeah.
Zorora mugari. Iriko ere zorora mugari.
Yeah, it's a skit. Yeah, that skit just thought of some dark humor and it's alright. It's just that it's not everyone's piece of cake.
I think eventually, if I'm not mistaken, he should have got the overall award.
He's a Chokupenga.
Not Chokupenga, like the overall one. Like out of all Chokupenga, male celeb, female celeb, then they do the overall one. If I'm not mistaken, this kid is the one who got it. And I was thinking marketing.
It's quite interesting. I don't know what he was marketing because obviously it's not a funeral parlor. I don't think any funeral parlor will say that. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I think it's just a joke. Probably what is funeral parlor supposed to say if they were going to be honest.
Okay.
Obviously they want people to die, but they won't say it. So I think he just thought, let me just do it. Let's say if they were honest. I don't think it's a real thing. I know they will do that.
It's too dark.
Yeah. So it feels like some of those science fiction things where people are saying we have to go for cryogenics and they advertise those things like that.
Yes.
I guess maybe if you had said it in English, maybe it was going to sound nice.
But you're trying to tell me Moonlight, Nyaradzo, they can't pick up on this and use this.
No. It's improper in the sense that because they're saying if you are tired of living, you can actually just don't eat. Kill yourself. You see what it's promoting.
Yeah.
Killing yourself is a crime. So definitely.
It's a crime.
Yeah, it's a crime. You know that
if you gets arrested.
I think if you attempt to kill yourself, they'll arrest you.
Serious? Wow. Okay.
I think it's either they arrest you or they take you to
to a mental
They
asylum.
just arrest you because being at a mental asylum, it's literally being arrested, bro.
It's the same thing. Yeah, if you're confined. Yeah. So Zorora Murugare Mocharis. Yeah. You seem to think it's a skit. I'm not sure.
You really think it's a couple who do that?
I'm not sure. if
I can put my money on.
You can put your money on it.
Company.
Probably no gonna any boy I'm saying I'm on Zorora Murugare. Not even. Okay. Then moving on to the last one, Beauty in Black, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry has a series.
What is Tyler Perry doing?
Tyler Perry has it's got, I think it's got a rating of 18, PG-18. Yeah, it's really a racy series. It's a departure from what you'd expect from Tyler Perry. Because if I say to you a Tyler Perry series, what comes to your mind?
My dear, family reunion.
Yes, like family orientated.
But it's done some sex, love things, romantic stuff.
Okay, which one?
I don't know the titles. I don't really follow, but I've seen him do a lot of those.
Okay.
Yeah, Black American love stories. He's done quite a handful of those.
Alright. So yeah, this one is along that genre. It's pretty racy. Everyone seems to be loving it. Right. It would have been dope if you had watched it. I'm actually...
What you should have watched is Behind the Act, man. If you had watched it, today's discussion was going to be on fire.
It's on point like that.
It's not on point, but then the script or the plot. Should I deal with the plot?
Yes, tell us. It's interesting.
The plot is there's a dude who was involved in an accident, and then he got important. All right. So now a girlfriend of his, like separated with him. I think decided, hey, you're important and you're useless. So he decided now to marry 3 women just to prove to himself that he's a man.
Alright.
So he marries these 3 women. One was supposed to be the one who satisfies him sexually, or maybe the one who pleases him. Then the second one's supposed to be the one who cooks for him, and then the third one's supposed to be the one who deals with his heart. And it's quite comical the way they put it across, because the wives, when they come through, they don't know the situation.
Alright.
They only get to know about the situation when the guy comes through, and then he's a cucumber. Then they satisfy yourself.
Alright. Is it a comedy?
I think it's a comedy. Then the other lady, here's your cucumber. That's the one who's supposed to be cooking. Here's your cucumber, and then she buys the cucumber just sitting by the side. She doesn't know how to use it. What am I supposed to do with the cucumber?
It's a Nigerian movie.
It's a Nigerian movie.
Okay.
So yeah, it's quite interesting, but it's all sexual humor.
Oh, it's all based on sexual humor.
Yes, it's all sexual humor. Everything is around sex.
Okay.
Because that's the plot of the movie anyway.
Alright.
But of course, the typical African movie, the one was supposed to take care of the heart. He had gone by accident in the road, he almost hit her, and then he took her to the house, and then she ended up being the one who really loved her. And the other ones didn't really care. They wanted the money. Even the Akatos who were what you call the gigolo who serviced them combined was
wow, it's that.
That's how that they all
wow, okay.
But the typical African movie, even the way it's done. Because I was even thinking it's a comedy which really doesn't feel very real. I know it's actually funny, but I'm saying it's not real. So much that I feel like, why did they even go the extra mile of getting into the mansion, doing the movie in the mansion, and trying to make it as real as possible? Okay. Yet it's not a real story. It would have been just, funny all the way. Because it was just a fun. Who does that? Who made 3 wives when you don't have a manhood? Who then tells them? Because every time you fail to sleep with them, you just give them money.
Okay.
And the one who was supposed to be the pleaser, Emmanuel, so she was like, she had this Hawaii behavior. Interesting. All over you.
That characterization you're giving me on the plot of the theme. It's I haven't watched Nigerian movies in a while, but it's something really interesting.
Yeah,
they usually do that. They usually do the normal African magic,
yes,
like magic, and
even in this marriage, it's just the typical.
It's kind
of that's why I said there's a sprinkle of that. The story was a little bit different, but then there's a sprinkle of the usual.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So behind the act, I don't get it. How does it tie from what you just told me about the movie? How does it tie on to the name Behind the Act? What's the point?
Behind the Act, I'm thinking maybe because this guy was a rich guy, was a wealthy, handsome dude, eh? So I think maybe behind that confidence behind the facade, cars. There's a lot of things that you don't know.
Or behind the act, he's acting.
Yeah.
Is he acting to be the macho man?
Yes, because you look like macho man, you know, marrying 3 wives.
Then you think that but he's acting. So behind that act is what we got to see.
I think that's the whole.
Wow, that's like literal. But yeah, there've been literal movies like
of course.
Speedboat.
That one was fun. There's this the funny lady, the one who was supposed to be the one cooking and she was pretty funny. She would always drop funny things.
Alright.
There was a time when the dude said he was now telling them, because that was like after a week or a month, I can't remember, after not having sex. He came and then he said, I will tell you something. I cannot have an election. The lady was like, an election? Governor or president?
So you enjoyed the movie?
I watched it. I enjoyed the movie.
You enjoyed the movie?
Yeah, there was bits and pieces where it was actually nice and funny. But I guess being exposed to some of the Western movies, and you just be thinking, why didn't they just do this? Because Pepu Tanga Tanga, like when the movie started, they actually thought maybe they never had proper cameras. Okay. Because the scenery, it seemed like there was no depth of field, it was just a flat image. I'm thinking, that's how it's normal cameras. But then when they went inside, they realized, but they're using better lenses, but there was no consistency again. The time you need to then come back to that flat image, you're not even cinematic. What's happening with these guys? But I guess it works for them because people love it regardless. Okay. People don't care about that nonsense.
Yeah.
And then there was a part when he was supposed to be traveling to church with the wife, the other wife who killed. So the scene was they go into the car, and then we saw the car coming out of the gate, of which that car, I don't know, I think it took like 50% of the movie. We would just see the car coming in and the car coming out. Coming in, like 50% of the movie is that car coming in and going out. So in that scene now, that same car goes out and then we see him watching it into the road as well. And the next thing we see the church. Then after the church, we see the car coming in and then comes back into the house.
What type of car was this?
It was a Toyota something very dope big car. I want to say about 3 cars, but that one is the one I was. I think I was in the So I'm thinking, 50% of the movie is the car.
But I think sometimes you want a B-roll, and the B-roll is footage of. For real, because you'll be trying to feel the scenes.
But it's not necessary. You see, the movie is 2 hours. Wow. The movie could have been an hour and still get the point across.
I think that's another thing where we also mess it up as Africans, where a movie ends up being so long, but if you really think of the scenes that are important to the movie, they're like 5, 6, 7.
Even when the crying scenes, when he's thinking about his situation, you can go for 2 minutes. The guy just doing it. Thinking, really, what are we doing here? Even when the lady is praying, because she prays, he goes to surgery at the last part of the movie. Obviously, right?
Obviously.
Because she was starting to be a doctor, so she ended up.
Oh, the Wakumusha.
No, not Wakumusha. The one who was supposed to take care of the heart. I didn't know there was 3. There's one who's supposed to be the cells. What do you call it? Cyst. What do you call that? She's supposed to be voluptuous, I guess. Maybe let's call it that. Then we have the one who's supposed to be the cook, who's supposed to take care of the tummy. Then we have the one who's supposed to take care of the heart. The taker of the heart, who eventually became the wife.
Who was between these 3? Angaro
Kumusha is Wokubika. She was always coming up with funny statements. So the last part, she ended up going to surgery and then got fixed. So she was praying as it was in what? Surgery. And then I don't know, maybe that's how they communicate these Nigerian people, but it's too long. We know he's praying, we know.
You don't have to spend at least 3-4 minutes just watching and praying different angles.
You get the sense. We don't need all of that. The point is good enough.
She's praying.
Yes.
We move on from there. Probably the main issue there was the surgery. They could spend time there rather than on the prayer.
I think it was quite a low budget movie. But I was thinking about these guys. I think they know how to do what they do. Because the whole plot of the movie just what you call it unraveled just at the house.
Okay.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
They will give us big Oye bridge in a city. Of course, I think they just took it from the internet. I don't know. But the whole plot unraveled at the house. So that's why probably the Empire didn't have church just so the car
yes, to show at least that we're moving from this scene
and then
to the next scene.
You see the church and then you are done. So I think it was pretty a low budget movie, but they did because characters with Musha, with the Loptos one, which was not even but I like the acting.
Alright, she was a good.
Yeah, but the acting one was pretty dope. Then there was the heart girl, and then there was the main character. Then there was the gigolo, and there was the gate guy. The gateman, you see the gateman all the time.
Alright.
Remember, the name of the movie is the car coming in and out. So the gateman was yes, he was. So that's literally like 6 characters in the house, in the car that is fuel, and a couple of cameras in the movie. That's trending, raking in millions of views.
Yeah, which I think something to learn, right?
Yeah, something to learn.
Something to learn for us.
I don't even think it took the months to shoot that. You know how these guys are. But acting, I cannot take much from the acting. Yeah, I think they're quite good actors.
Better than most Zimbabwean actors we've seen.
Yeah, I think the only shortcoming from the movie round, I think the directors could have done a better job. I don't think the lighting here is looking good. Maybe that's the job of the government, but the director does everything. So I'm thinking they could have said, but let's change this. Let's make it more cinematic. It's too bright.
But I think it comes to what you're saying, if it's a low budget, then we also don't have the time to really nitpick on certain things. Let's put it there. We don't really now have, let's redo the scene, let's do this lighting because my
sure.
So if from what you're saying, I haven't watched the movie, but from what you're saying, it really sounds like it's a low budget movie, but then they done the best that they could with the budget that they had. And I think that is integral. The movie may be boring, but if you do the best you can do with
you should see the comments on YouTube, bro. No one says the movie is boring.
Everyone loves the movie. I saw the comments. That's what actually turned me on to the movie. Everyone
and the actors in the movie actually like renowned actors in the African movie scene.
Okay.
All of them, because I didn't end up just checking them out on YouTube on Google. They left they're quite known in the Nollywood.
So it's safe to say Nigeria, Nollywood is the biggest movie production or the most well-renowned in Africa.
Yeah, of course.
We can't talk about South Africa, we can't talk about Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda.
I think they do pretty well. I think they beat a lot of us in volumes.
Volumes, right? They push out a lot,
volumes and consistency. You know, our cameras are not good enough. I don't think they really care about that. As long as it's reasonable, they'll do it.
And I think they also do themes that resonate with people from their area.
Yes.
Us trying to do a superhero movie in Zimbabwe, or a gunfight with karate and special effects. I think that was saying what are themes that we can do in Zimbabwe?
Yeah, of course. That's the popular one.
That's the popular one.
Of course, I think
Evil Stepmother.
Yeah, Nigeria has done that a lot. Obviously, the topics that are trending is marriage. You know, people want to get married. Kuromba, that's the typical one. But you see, the problem with all those topics, they have to include science fiction, which is not real, which is just speculations. People speculate about Kuromba and all that stuff, but no one really has seen that stuff happening. So when you act those things now, it's just sci-fi.
I think it's from your perspective because Kuromba is like a thing for
no. People claim I've asked everyone that I know who talks about Kuromba. I always ask them, what proof do you have? People don't have proof. They always say, but what proof do you have? They don't have proof. No one has proof about that nonsense. People just claim.
True. People just claim, but people believe.
I think what would be nice, to act now is a movie that shows all these things are fake, like probably a fake prophet's life of some sort, a movie with that kind
behind the act,
but are a prophet, just showing people that side. I think it'll be real. People will probably get in that movie.
I think people wouldn't resonate with it. You know why? Because as we said again, people resonate with topics that they think are real and things that they think exist. Most people don't think that.
No, they do. Like the funny thing about prophets, everyone thinks that prophets are all lies except the one that they believe in.
Or except theirs, the rest are.
Yes, it's always like that. You always believe yours is the right one. And the other one, yes. Like, even if you do that movie, people will actually appreciate it.
But how difficult would it be for us to do a 15-minute behind the act fake prophet?
Pretty simple. Just a matter of
showing the car coming in, going out, the house.
Probably if you can get them tishandise but then bang with motor one kushandisa because that's literally what those guys did. They'll give them a house.
No, I admire those guys though. I admire Nigerians. The effort and the tenacity that they have.
And the movie is trending, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's part 2 now.
Wow. And now I give my part 2. Anyway, now I wish I would have watched it, man. Now I would have watched it. Yeah. So if you guys have watched it and you have the same sentiments or you have different sentiments, let us know what you think about Behind the Act. And yeah, for me, that's the thing that I have to do.
Alright. So you guys, if you enjoyed what you just watched, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. And tell us what you want to watch next time so that we can just come and comment on some of the things that you also like. Right. So from us, bye.
See you.